In 1918, extreme poverty, a world war that turned everything he built into ash. But today, the world's largest motorcycle manufacturer and a $130 billion empire, rejected by the biggest company in his own country, he absolutely refused to quit. This is the insane true story of Soichiro Honda going from absolute zero to billions. You need to watch this. The story starts in 1906, in a small Japanese village called Hamamatsu. Born to a poor blacksmith, this kid had no money, but he had an absolute obsession with machines. One day, the smell of oil from the first car to ever pass through his village changed his life forever. He promised himself, one day, I'm going to build a car like that. At just 15, he dropped out of school and went straight to work at a garage in Tokyo. That massive risk he took for his dream, that was the foundation of the Honda empire. After years of grinding for others, Honda started his own company. The Masterplan: sell piston rings to the automotive giant, Toyota. But guess what? Toyota rejected him. They said his quality was garbage. An average guy would have given up right there. Not Honda. He went back to school, mastered metallurgy, and forced Toyota to accept his parts. But then came the darkest hour of his life. World War II. US bombers completely annihilated his factory. Whatever was left got wiped out by a massive earthquake. Ultimately, Honda was forced to sell the ruins and go home with absolutely nothing. Post-war Japan was a disaster. People were suffering. There was barely any transportation, and fuel was extremely scarce. But where everyone else saw a crisis, Honda saw a multi-million-dollar opportunity. He took small, discarded, two-stroke radio motors left over from the war and strapped them onto bicycles. The locals called it the Bata Bata, and it went crazy viral across Japan. Out of the literal ashes, the Honda Motor Company was born in 1948. Here's the ultimate business lesson. You can't conquer the world alone. Honda was an absolute engineering genius, but marketing and finance, not his strong suit. Enter Takeo Fujisawa. While Honda was in the factory wrestling with steel and engines, Fujisawa was out in the streets dominating the market. This legendary partnership was the powerhouse engine that took the Honda brand global. Next, this dynamic duo set their sights on invading the American market. But back then, in the US, motorcycles were only for tough guys and outlaws. Regular folks were terrified of them. To shatter that stereotype, Fujisawa dropped one of the most legendary marketing campaigns in history. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. The US market shook. Housewives, college students, everyone went crazy for the Honda Super Cub. To this day, the Super Cub remains the best-selling motor vehicle in human history. Nobody has ever broken that record. After dominating the bike market, Honda wanted to build cars. In 1973, the world was hit by a massive oil crisis. Gas prices skyrocketed. Americans driving gas-guzzling V8s simply couldn't afford it anymore. Right at that exact moment, Honda dropped the Civic. Fuel-efficient, highly affordable, and equipped with the revolutionary CVC engine. It hit the US market like a tidal wave. Honda proved once again, a crisis is simply a massive business opportunity in disguise. From that day on, Honda never stopped innovating. They dominated Formula One, built advanced robots like Asimo, and when the ground wasn't enough, they conquered the skies with the HondaJet. Host 2, and today, as the world shifts to electric vehicles, Honda is completely reinventing its business model to dominate the next era of mobility. When his factory was burning to the ground from bomb strikes, Honda didn't cry. He looked at his employees and said, "Watch those falling bombs. This is an experience money can't buy. Success is 99% failure." That was his ultimate philosophy. If the son of a poor blacksmith could bring the world to its knees, why can't you? If you're an aspiring entrepreneur dreaming of building your own empire, don't just sit there. Make your move today.